Computers. Where would we be without them? They play such an integral part in our lives, whether it's for games or in our work area. Offices, banks, small and large businesses all use computers. But what came before? How were records and transactions kept before the floppy disk? Books. Ledgers and cash books were used by everyone from lawyers to shopkeepers. This film shows the work and skill involved in the making of these books. Here, paper is being ruled for cash columns. After being counted off in tens and folded, the paper was then cut in two, forming signatures, and a number of these sigs, depending on the thickness of the book, were sewn together. The book is then forwarded. That is, the first and second signatures at the ends of the book are glued together. After the back is glued and the excess cleaned off, the spine is then rounded. As some of you may know, the law required all books to be numbered. That's what's being done here. This is called marbling. The bath is made up by first boiling and then straining carrigan moss, a type of seaweed. Before being dipped into the solution, the books are first washed in alum. This lets the dye adhere to the book. Although these books are quite heavy and awkward, Andy McGee has never been known in his 30 years or so to drop one into the bath. These are called stiffeners. They press on the spring back, which will be added later. The back of the book is then re-glued and strips of leather attached to add strength to the spine. These books may have to be opened a number of times in any one day and have to last many years. The straw boards are then added and squared. Small pieces of leather or similar hard-wearing material are then stuck onto the corners and folded into shape. Although Jock Baird lost 2 fingers in his left hand in a guillotine accident years before, it doesn't stop him carrying out this skilled work. The spring back is now added. This is thin card, pasted and folded to the correct size before being allowed to dry in its rounded shape. leather is glued and attached to the back of the book. A roller is run between the spring back and the boards, tucked in at the head and tail and hammered into shape. Finally, a bone is used to smooth off this shape. After the sides have been added, the book is glued up, that is, having the marbled end paper being glued to the board. The book is then packed and sent to the customer. But sadly, the binding of ledgers and cash books is a dying art, and like the men in the skills, they are destined to sit on the shelves and gather dust.